Hello loves, Emily Alice here with your tarot reading. I thought we'd do an aura cleanse to start, my new favourite thing. Tell me if you hate this, but I've gotten really into it, so if you're ready. All the way through your chakras, cleared. All your aura shining bright. That's what we want, isn't it? Right, let's start with an animal oracle. Oh, animals, what do we need to know for our highest good today? That one wants to, that one wants to, that one wants to. Owl and hop, wisdom. Lovely. You know better than this, don't you? Whatever it is, I think you will be rising above it. I think you're taking an owl's eye view. I think your wisdom is allowing you to keep nonsense at arm's length. I don't see you getting sucked in to the nonsense, to the, you know, whatever's happening, whatever beef people have got. I don't see you getting drawn into that because I think you know better. You've been around the block. You know what's worth fighting over and what isn't. You're wise now. Yeah, you've got a lot of wisdom to offer. Yeah, you might even be called on to, you know, act like the wise owl. If there are any younger people or, you know, wherever you are in your situation, at work, at home, in the family or whatever. Yeah. People see that in you. You might not even realise it about yourself, but you're seen as a wise person. That's a nice compliment, actually, isn't it? Yeah. I've got the antelope and wheat, nourishment. I feel like this goes beyond like, you know, food and whatnot, and this feels more like kind of cultural nourishment. It feels more like being about enjoyment and happiness. And I feel that you might need to remember to nourish that part of yourself that needs happiness, that needs a bit of fun. Nourish the child in you. Nourish the fun lover. Because you're wise and all, but also you're great fun. And that part of your soul wants nourishment. So don't take it all too seriously if you can. And if there are opportunities to just go and have a laugh, take them. Be as light-hearted in this next phase as you can be. Tread very lightly across the earth. Don't let anything drag you down. And nourish the fun love inside of you. Love all of that high energy, positive part of you. Then the turtle and coriander says satisfaction. Yeah. What is it that gives you satisfaction in life now? You can look back at what you've done so far and feel very satisfied. You've conducted yourself very well so far. You can be very proud and satisfied with yourself. Because although it's been tough at times, you've never let yourself down. You've never, when all around you are bitching and moaning and that, you've kept your own self pure from that. You haven't just followed the crowd when all the crowd are doing something sort of negative. You know who you are. You should be very proud of that. You've got a very strong character. Even when it's been in opposition to the norm or what everybody else is doing, you've been able to stand very firm in your own power. That's amazing. Not many people have the strength to do that, but you've always done that. And you can give yourself a pat on the back for that, because that's massive. Staying on that true path, not being swayed by, the currents, the current, but staying on your path, knowing who you are, keeping that shell strong, impervious to penetration from evil beings or anything like that. You are strong, and you soldier forth. It's amazing how you've done it, and you just take it for granted. But you've done something very special that a lot of people would really struggle with. A lot of people wear a different mask, different clothes for every group of people that they're with, for every situation that they're in. Not you. You know who you are, and you stand by that. Bravo you. Wonderful. Right, how many was that? Oh, that was 3. Let's have some tarot on that, shall we? Let's see what else there is. I feel that you're coming into this phase feeling more self-assured than you have done before. I'm feeling safe and comfortable to be self-assured. Not worrying that other people will be disquieted by your self-assuredness. Because, we're always told you're not allowed to be cocky, you shouldn't be arrogant, you shouldn't be this and that. And sometimes you can feel that, well, I can't be confident in myself and be sure of how I feel and what I stand for, because it might come across as arrogance. But it isn't arrogance, is it? You know that. You know that. Right. I'm going to get 6 here because it just feels like there's a bit more here to say. Come on now. Oh, well, looky here. Big energies coming out for you, my love. On the bottom of the deck there, I see the 10 of Cups. This is just, everything coming together really nicely. You feeling happy and satisfied with everything you've done. Well done. You deserve this, and you can feel confident of just claiming it now. Because look, the 7 of Swords tells me that you have been through it. It hasn't been all plain sailing, but you've picked your battles really well, and you haven't let yourself, you've basically left something behind, some sort of battle behind. And you knew eventually, you got to the point where you thought, well, look, this isn't my battle to fight. It's not worth my while. I'm not benefiting from this anymore. And you took all of your fantastic ideas, your assets, and you got out of there. And it took a lot of strength to do that. You didn't let your emotions get in the way of this departure from something either. You kept your emotions at bay. You overcame an emotional situation because you used your mind and your clarity. Because you could see, although you felt something, you could see and understand the reality of it wasn't serving you anymore, and it took enormous strength for you to do that. But it gave you, it gave you a clarity coming away from that situation. You saw it when you were able to step away. Although it took a great strength, when you looked back, you saw very clearly, yeah, that was the right decision to make. You did make the right decision there. You really did. Because now I see, we've got the Judgment card here. So this is your calling. This is you actually leaving that old life behind and coming into the new you. The new you and a new situation. So you really did make the right decision to leave whatever it was behind. And in fact, this new you, this new situation that you're going into is going to suit you far more. In fact, you're going to look for and create a situation that is much more in keeping with who you are now and what you want now. You put up with a lot for a long time, but you have left that behind now. And you're stepping in now to this confident phase. You know, this is where your wisdom is coming in. You know now what you were putting up with wasn't worth it. And you know now that you're stepping into something that you will have to create, but that is really suited for you. You're being kind of called and led to something massive. The world is here. Everything you did in the last phase was a big success. You can really pat yourself on the back about that. You did well with the situation you were in, but it's finished now. It's completed. And the whole world is here now on offer to you. You're going to have to learn about something new, but you're excited to do that now. Because the world is quite different from the one that you were in before. You've stepped into a new world where you're going to have to use this sharp mind of yours, but it's going to give you the opportunity to employ some of these wonderful ideas that you've been having. I feel that this new phase of yours, this new life, this new job, environment, this new version of you is going to feel young again. You're going to feel energized again. You're going to have to learn stuff, but you're excited to do that. It feels rewarding and enticing, and you want to be using every minute of your day to learn new things because they will help furnish these wonderful new ideas that you're having. And the ideas that you're having now will be very well received in the world. Doors have opened. Global doors. Your whole world before was quite restricted and constrained. But not anymore. You've burst out of that. Yeah. And it might have been hard and scary to do it, but you're so ready. And what you have to offer is of interest and value to a much bigger, wider audience than you realised. Yeah. Your ideas are going to land very, very well now in this new place, in this new phase, in this new you. I think you're going to have a renewed confidence because of how well your ideas are going to be received. Anything from the old phase that just felt negative has been so left behind. And you're going to look again now with fresh eyes at some of the old stuff that wasn't received well in the old phase, but now you're getting them out and they're being very well received now. And that's going to give you a new confidence about who you are, what you can achieve, what you can go after. And it all came from the strength that you showed leaving that other old thing behind. It was hard, but you're definitely going to be rewarded. Yeah. And it's a reward that is so, it's beyond just financial reward. This is about spiritual reward. This is about you feeling confident, glowing, fantastic. I feel like you're even going to kind of emanate it from your very self. You're glowing now. You're interested again. You're enthusiastic again. And the whole world is watching. Wow, okay. Goodness me, this is very exciting, isn't it? Right, shall we have a druid animal to finish? I haven't done the druids for a while. Let's see. This one. Okay. Ooh, fire dragon. Wow. That looks really powerful stuff. Powerful energy here with the dragon. I'm going to have to read this one to you, babe. Let's see. I think we're leaving behind, aren't we, in the Chinese zodiac? Were we a fire? Was it a fire dragon year or something? But we're not in a fire dragon year this year. If you know, put it in the comments. Right, fire dragon. What does it mean? Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's shall I do a bit of Ogham? Fire dragon is called the Drag Tenu. The Drag Tenu. Drag Tenu brings vitality, enthusiasm, courage, and an increased ability to overcome obstacles and to find the energy to cope with life's problems. Oh, that's what you need. Having the powerful fire dragon as an ally will align you with the qualities of leadership and mastery. With care, he will fuel your inner fire, which can be directed and channeled with laser-like precision to help you accomplish tasks and achieve objectives. Wow. This is you, really. In this next phase, you've got, it's all to play for now, babe. Mastery, enthusiasm. The whole world is watching. What are you going to do next? It's big stuff, babe. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you again next time.